Utie Oha Echi Ponkno Needs FM.
Because our position on E-levy is a simple no. It's a simple no. Nothing more, nothing. And you see, Kwesi, we believe that this government is not being sincere to the good people of this country. Yes. In 2020, when there was an election, okay, the minority said, look, we have reason to believe that this government intends to tax more. If you recall, Mahama Studio, Peace FM Studio, Dr. Bahamiya Baho, Emma Kwame Sefakai, Ibisama said, this is what the minorities say, that you have an intention to tax more. He said no. At that time, there was an election. Even though that is what they had planned to win, because of the electoral consequence, they decided to hold on it. Got Ghanaians to vote. Then, not even a year after Ghanaians voted for you, you are introducing this obnoxious tax. You see, our point is this. Between 2017 to date, the amount of financial resources are abaying. No government in the history of this country, we see, just in 5 years, right? The fact the tax revenue and Kwanke Omanya in excess of 157 billion Ghana cedis. This tax revenue minus petroleum, timber, cocoa receipts. We are almost beyond 200 billion Ghana cedis tax revenue. With the loans, grants at the Kanwa are buying Kwanya in excess of 400 billion Ghana cedis. We know loans are approving the last 2 days of parliamentary sitting there. So when you have all these resources, I feel we say 1 year more, which means you are quite, which means to fertilizer. This is a crowd here. Momo taxi, eba beye kukwedu or heba medicine. A solving Ghana problem in our. And we are saying, we can see that you have the option of going for an IMF program because the economy is broken.
But I buy no fan who share IMF Asibium.
Yes, because you see, what this government is trying to run away from is cutting down on its expenditure. The IMF, when you are under them, you cannot engage in frivolous and luxurious expenses. Between you and I, what is the justification for Ministry of Health to say they use 32 million Ghana cedis for conferences? Where is the justification? In the time of COVID, as you see a Zoom meeting, almost to a data. Zoom meeting, there's a refreshment. And so there are clear evidence that government needs to exercise self-control by cutting down on certain expenses. For example, the needs of health appear before the Parliamentary Select Committee on Health to justify their 2020 estimate, 2022 estimate. In this justification, government is saying we use 197 million Ghana buying tissue as COVID expenses. In the name of God, 197 million Ghana is basically a factory to produce tissue. So government is not willing to control its expenses want to maintain the same level of expenditure by taxing more Ghanaians. I want you to do this exercise for me. In the current budget statement, allocation to the Office of Government Machinery are moving from the 2021 budgetary allocation of 2.5 to a level of 3.1 billion. We have been almost 470 something million Ghana cedis at the account. In times of austerity, in times of economic crisis, Minister of Parliament was saying under this budget, we'll be sharing burden. You heard him use the word burden sharing. When you say you want to share burden with people, it means that
Utie Oha Echi Ponkno Needs FM.